seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Hi guys, by now you'd have seen our merch store and you're familiar with it. But hold on, what's that? Christmas stuff? Oh, hold on a sec. Merry Clopmas, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies for men, women and children. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Oh, look at the detail on that. But wait, hold on. There's more. Jingle. No, not jingle bells. It's Jurgen bells. Look at the Christmas tree with the trophies underneath it. Snapbacks. You know what it is. You've seen the snapback before. Oh, it's a red one. It's a red one as well. Guys, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. Head over to our merch store and get your stuff now. Let's go. Good evening. Good evening, people.
Sick, bro. Sick.
How are we doing? How are we?
I'm not gonna lie, I felt better still. You man already know.
Yeah. You're living this week what I was living last week, basically.
Nah, fam. I feel like I'm doing a weight cut for UFC right now, fam. Like it's actually peak. But no, apologies I couldn't be there, as everyone knows. Like, well, I'm sure the people them know already. I was mad ill. I'm ill. The kids are ill, so it's all mad.
No, we hear you, man.
It's all mad. It's all mad. But man's here though, representing. You know what I mean? So
you're not the only one going through it. Arsenal fans and Arsenal players are as well. So you know how it goes. You know how it goes. A little bit of cooking. What did you think of it? Obviously, you couldn't join us for the shows. What did you think of it, Matt?
Oh, you see Arsenal, yeah, bro.
Just cooking with the oven door open, basically.
It was different.
The whole kitchen
it was different.
warm.
And do you want to know what? Do you know what I loved about it even more so? Is when Klopp and Arteta got into it, I was like, this is exactly what was needed. Because it's almost like we would been a little bit too nice, so to speak. And then when that kind of kicked off and that kind of brought in some extra energy, I was like, do you want to know something? They need to take this pace. They need to take these licks. Like, it needed to go X-rated. I'm not going to lie to you. It needed to. You know what? One of them ones. So
you know what it felt like? Everyone had one of these youths in their school. Everyone. I'm not going to name no names. Everyone had a youth in the school whose big brother or his cousin or someone in his family was a bad man. And he weren't no bad man, but his big brother's a bad man. And he will mouth off, talk the most smack, throw his weight around, think he's the one, and you know he can get it. But like no one will touch him. And then one day there's someone who goes, I don't even give a shit who your brother is, and leans him in. And he leans him in to the point where he don't even tell his brother. It just humbles him, and now he goes around with his mouth shut. That was Arsenal. They were the little brother who was mouthing off, and they got leaned in, and they just thought, I'm not even going to tell my brother because that was embarrassing. I'm just going to shut my mouth from now on.
Yeah, nah.
The universe was corrected, bro.
No, it had to be. And it had to be because, again, like, I know everyone was kind of pessimistic, especially after like the West Ham game, and we're international. We're obviously we're not internationals, and then we was like, oh, look at the injuries. But even I did predict myself like a 3-1, and I'm kind of annoyed at myself. I didn't predict a bigger scoreline because obviously it's hindsight in it. But you just think to yourself, raw, like the way we switched it up on them, it kind of doesn't surprise me. The more I think about it, kind of doesn't. Like what they could handle the press. You spoiled man's announcement still. Bro, they couldn't handle the pressure.
City Lee, yeah.
City Lee.
And that's got a good ring to it.
City Lee.
I like City Lee.
They couldn't handle the press, fam. They couldn't handle the press.
When we put the squeeze on him, it was mad, bro. It was mad.
Bro, it was crazy.
You know that meme of Connor where Khabib's holding him down, his mouth is open, he's just there.
Yeah. Gasping for air. Oh, but you know when he's got him down, you know when he's standing over him and Connor's on the back down on the cage. Yeah?
Talk
now. And this is kind of like it's only business.
It's on some Shemaiah business,
bro.
Flintoff says the streets won't forget Pepe, Lacazette, and Aubameyang is the best front three. Gabriel is better than Matip. Arteta has Klopp's number. Oh, he doesn't even have his Snapchat, let alone number, bro.
Facts.
Arteta is a fraud, man. He's an absolute fraud. This guy getting away with it.
Quick question before I forget to ask: pound for pound, who's got the biggest squeeze? Ortega or Habib? Pound for pound.
Ortega's got better technique, but Khabib squeeze is unmatched, bro.
Okay, cool.
He wasn't even under Connor's neck and he tapped. I just
wanted
the jawline, bro.
Yeah. When I'm snapping your jaw, that's different.
Different levels. M Shack says Stewart versus LeBron. It was a mad brawl.
Yeah,
well, for your boy, Matt.
I was watching it last
John
night.
Jones punches in that, bro.
Don't lie.
Man's repping, so let me get there. Man's repping.
There was a punch up in NBA.
It wasn't a punch up,
but he swung.
Tell me if I'm wrong, Matt, but I think it was a bit overrated because basically the guy was grabbing up LeBron and LeBron looked as though he was trying to punch his arm away, but caught him in the face. Or am I wrong?
Yeah, so obviously there's a free throw. They're on the line.
Accidentally punched him in the face. Yeah.
No. I'll tell you what. This is how it was perceived. Anyway, this is how I saw it. Anyway.
Are there red cards in basketball?
No, you just get ejected from the game. You get ejected from the game. So it's called a flagrant. You get a flagrant 1 or a flagrant 2. A flagrant 2.
You have to sit in the chair and the man shoot you out. Yeah, like you know the error play where you go.
Brother, this ain't Space Jam. Man said it's Space Jam, man. But no, so he's holding LeBron's arm, and LeBron's trying to break free his arm, but he goes like that, innit? He goes like that, and then he hits man in the face. And the thing is, I thought it was accidental. I did think it was. But obviously, even if I was Stewart, though, I still would have acted like that myself, though, even if it was accidental. But I would have stopped at a certain point, though, because then it starts being a bit like, hold on a minute. You want to act bad now, but when you and LeBron squared up to each other, you didn't do nothing. When whenever's holding you back and you see a bit of blood, then you would have started acting like you want to kill, man. It's like, bro, you had your chance. Like, you and LeBron squared up. You didn't do nothing. So...
you know what? One thing I always find a bit weird about when people square up in football, just in general, is that because you're professionals and there are a lot of people around, everybody knows it will never actually get about it. Like, it won't. Do you know what I mean? So I don't even know if there's any point putting on the tough act. I get naturally if it's in you, then you might. But like, it's never going to get about it. Like, I think the only place I've ever seen it get about it is Argentina.
Yeah, like South America and
like over there,
lower leagues, it does.
Yeah, like I've seen it get about it over there. Like, and I think I heard like one country in South America, referee actually got shot. But again, I don't even think that's a top level. Like, you're right. I think that's like lower leagues where it's a lot less televised or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man. All that squaring up in that like a bad man. Sometimes it makes me laugh, but other times I just think, it ain't really gonna go down. So there's no point acting all tough. And to be fair, even if you were shook, it wouldn't go far enough for you to get the consequence of your actions anyway. Do you get what I mean? Like, if I squared up to someone who could definitely do me in, it's never going to get to the point where he does me in because everyone will stop it. So it's almost like there's just no point in it. You know? It just, I don't know, man. It makes me laugh when I see that testosterone overspill, innit?
Yeah, that's for me. It's just a case of it's an overreaction. You're trying to get a reaction. I get it. It was a dirty play. I probably would have reacted at the beginning. Like, I would have been fuming. But then afterwards, I would have calmed down because I think when I was thinking back, I was like, bro, there's one thing trying to show you're a bad man, so to speak, and get all angry, and you have a right to be angry. But there's going to come a point where your teammates can look at you and go, bro, you can't be trusted because you got ejected from the game, and all that trying to run off it down the tunnel and come back out. And it's like, bro, this is a bit stupid now. And not only that, you need to be smart about it, because what you've done there is your teammates, as I say, going to look at you and be like, can you be trusted if this happens again? And not only that, your GM's going to look at you and go, you might have to be traded, bro, because you need to work on your personality, let alone your basketball skills. So
Who you
gotta look at
talking
it like
about?
that as
This
well.
other guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
because I know LeBron ain't gonna have to think that.
No, of course, that's what I'm saying. It's about being smart as well. Like LeBron just stood there and was like, you could tell he was thinking, if I get into a brawl now, I'm looking at a big suspension. I'm just gonna
Wow.
stand there, and if this guy comes at me, he comes at me. You have
High
to be
Tech
smart,
just said
man.
he got a $1 million fine for
Who?
whatever it was that happened.
Oh, what the guy?
Jeez.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
is
know that.
outrageous,
No,
man.
if you, do you know why? You see, and do you want to know why they made
But
an
you not
example?
just told me
That's
LeBron
not-
punched him in his face, though.
Yeah, that's not worth a mil, man. I'm not
It's
gonna
not a
lie,
mill, but do you want to know what it is though? Someone said
It-
no, he didn't. LeBron had a what?
If you punch me in my face, then I don't care what my reaction is. I shouldn't get $1 million fine.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
LeBron
agree.
had an army in front of him. Well, no, not really. It was just everyone's teammates. So he had his
If,
teammates.
if,
and LeBron
if
had
I
his
was
teammates.
provoked into my reaction, then I should
Mm.
not be getting a $1 million fine. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If it was just me, just went out of my way to do it, I should get whatever's coming to me. But if
Do you know
someone
why I
hits
got
me in
that
the
fine?
face and I retaliate, I should not get $1 million fine. What
Big
the hell?
bad.
And I guarantee you, his own team were like, you deserve that. You want to know why? Because they're thinking, one, you put shame on us in a sense of like there was no need for the reaction afterwards. And not only that, they're trying to start a game and you're still here trying to run around and do stupidness. And that's how they're going to look at it, you know? Even
I
if
mean,
you have a right to be
I haven't
angry.
seen the incident. I would love to know how Matt would feel if LeBron got the elbow and then LeBron was chasing the other brother. Though. I'd love to see what.
But you wouldn't do that, though. It's about how you conduct yourself.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's conducted,
But
innit?
what if he did though?
If he did, then
Let's
I'll say he
get back to
deserved the
football.
fine.
Let's
He
get
deserved
back
the
to
fine,
football.
innit?
Let's go back to football.
Cool,
Drift, I
cool.
know what you're trying to do, bro.
He deserved the fine if he done it, though.
Ash said Arsenal
Hey,
were like
Belgium,
Cormier
Russell's
was
ready.
wide open doing the stanky leg, and Jones Liverpool was teeing off, playing with him levels to this game. Yeah, we're not on drugs or anything like that though. We're legit. Dean says, evening guys, Simicast stats, pass completion, dual recoveries, position awareness, chance creation, tackles. Robbo needs to really be careful. I agree with everything apart from the last sentence. This is what we want. We want a squad. We want two players fighting each other literally for the starting position. That's what makes the squad better. Iron sharpens iron. Shout out to Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Make sure you check him out, guys. Evening, fellas. Hope you're all well. I thought Mane was done. He's still the man. This top three race is going to be so good, and Pep's football is boring as hell. I'm not going to lie. Rodri's screamer was something else. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a screamer.
I don't want to sound like a hater.
No, I'm going to say as well. He should have saved it. I bet a goalkeeper saves it.
That was when I truly realized he is a T-Rex. Because I used to just laugh at the joke because it's funny.
No,
but when that goal went in, I was like, any of the other goalkeepers are saving that. He literally was like, my arms aren't long enough. Like literally, Mendy, Ali, them man would have saved that. It weren't even in the corner. Yeah. He really has got short arms. My God.
Shout out to Chris Brack. Still not.
Is that your T-Rex impression?
Yeah. Still not conceded a goal, and Simicast has been on the pitch.
Hey, Chris Brack, biggest comment of the day so far, or the evening, shall I say? 100%. What did I say before, Cal? One of the previews that we done.
Yeah.
This brother there don't concede goals. Well, when he's in the team. Simicast, listen, I'll be honest with you. Simicast is putting it on Robbo. He's saying, can you answer the call, bruv?
Yeah, every time he comes in the changing room, he must be like, Simi, yo, yeah.
Bro, he's moving mad. He's moving crazy.
But it's beautiful to see, man. It's beautiful to see.
Serious, you know.
Rich Dean said, just became a member of our. Thank you very much, Rich Dean.
Big at yourself.
Right, guys, got a couple of things to talk about. We're going to start with Mr. Sadio Mane, who got the opening goal at the weekend, also got an assist as well. Sadio Mane, reports have come out, if I'm not mistaken, from Neil Jones saying that he wants a new contract reflective of what his status is at the club and his talent and what he's done for the club. Now, it is rumored that he's on 100k as a base. However, with bonuses, he can get up to 200k a week. He's obviously in the last 18 months of his contract, similar to Mo Salah and Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino, we're not going to speak about. Mo, we've spoken about till the cats come home. We'll just get his contract done. Sadio Mane, not so much so. We've not spoken as much about Mane. Now, Matt, I'm going to come to you. I know you have, Drift. That's why I'm going to come to Matt first. Now, all right. I'm going to say something, Drift, but I'm not going to look down the camera lens and I'm not going to look at your face for this.
I already know what you're going to say, Bob, because you said it in the summer.
No, you don't. You don't know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to ask a question. I want you to answer the actual question, because again, all three of us want Mane to stay at the club. I don't think that's a secret. Now, Mane said he wants a contract reflective of what he's done in the past and what his squad status is. However, we know that when it comes to contracts, everything is to do with the potential future, not just what you've done. Now, so I ask you, Mane is still one of the best players in the league and has been pretty good this season. Now, is that enough to future-proof him and suggest that he should be on 200k a week for Liverpool going forward for the next 3 to 4 years, Matt?
Let me just say this. Sadio Mane had his doubters last season. I wasn't one of them. I kept saying he needed a break. Some people were saying he's done, whatever. But of course, I felt like people were going a bit overboard. Is this really one bad season that he's ever had so far being at Liverpool?
Bad half a season.
Oh, bad half a season, yeah, sorry. He's 29, not 39. Yes, he's arguably a little bit slow, but if you just want to put it out of 10, let's say when against Liverpool was a 10, his pace right now, because this is what people are concerned about as well. It's like, oh, he's losing his pace. It's like, well, there is more to pace, or so more to money than just pace. And even if you want to talk about his pace is still like what, 8.75?
Ask Tommy Ashley.
Do you know what I mean? He's still got burners. He can pretty much burn most wing backs in the Prem, in Europe, to be fair. This guy here has still got more to offer, in my opinion. He's 29 years of age. If you give him a new deal, I would say you give him maybe a 3 to 4 year deal with an option. So it's either a 3-year deal with an option or a 4-year deal flat. Should he get 200,000 a week? Yeah, I think he should. I think we need to start thinking about age of 29 being it's the age where you suddenly just fall off a cliff. Like, you got to allow that, man. Like, he's 29 years of age. He's in his prime. Yes, his athleticism might not be the same as when he was 24 years of age, but his football brain's gotten smarter. He's also found other ways to snipe you. Mane can snipe you, and so can Salah. And that's why, to a degree, these men are kind of reinventing themselves right in front of our eyes. And I think we have to respect that. It can't always be just run up and down 24/7, use pace. He didn't beat his man. These men are sniping. Yeah, these men are sniping right now. Mane, if I'm not mistaken, check the stats. Salah's on 11 goals leading. Mane's the second highest goal scorer with 7. But people were trying to say he was done and he's dusted and we need to get him out the club. But imagine if we'd done that. Who would have been our replacement? I don't know. Maybe we wouldn't have got one. Who knows? Let's say we didn't get one, and let's say that FSG stuck to their principles or whatever, and they were just like, we'll go with what we have. It would have been Minamino. So, and as good as Minamino is, he ain't no Mane. And I think we just have to put more and more respect on this brother each and every time. Stop looking at what he done last season and look what he's doing now. If you look at the way how Mane even plays, is what he's trying to play a bit different. He's trying to play a bit more of a playmaker. And if you look at the way he's even making runs as well, his runs are being smarter. He's just not wasting energy as well. That's another thing as well, because young Mane were just like up and down the pitch, and we allowed that. But I just think sometimes you got to look at, is he developing? Yes, Mane's developing, just like Salah. So give him credit, let him get his flowers, give him a new contract, and he should be signed up just as Salah. I think his contract is just as important, because he was arguably the first real building block that Klopp needed to take us to that next step.
100%.
It's not arguable,
him and Genie.
That's a
him and
fact.
Genie. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, because Genie as well. 16-17 season, me and Jeff talk about it all the time. We had a great technical front three in Coutinho, Lallana, and Firmino, but we had no pace. This guy brought he brought everything. He brought the explosiveness with him. He brought the finishing. He put the dynamism, and he brought a fear factor that we hadn't had for time. He brought that back. And as things stand right now, he's still one of the most feared players you will ever get in the Premier League. And that's why what's so mad is a lot of Premier League defenders, when you ask them, who's your most feared opponent that they've ever faced? Sadio Mane. I'll leave it there, man.
Yafu said thoughts on Danjuma's Mane understudy for AFCONs. Danjuma's just moved to Villarreal, so it's
And he went for about 20 mil, 20 something mil
that's
from.
definitely not going to happen. Decent player though. I do think
Yeah,
a lot of people think he's better than what he is because of what they saw him do to United though.
Agreed.
T1 says, as a Chelsea fan, I love the Trent versus Reece because it's elevating their games to a whole new level, like CR7 and Messi to an extent. Your thoughts?
That's a
Me
good point.
personally, I rate Reece really high. I don't think you can compare the two this season though, because Reece is not playing as a fullback; he's playing as a wing back, and even Tuchel said he's not defending. He's not
He's
defender.
he's a midfielder.
He's a midfielder
like, to a
now.
degree. We know he's not, but he's playing it in a system that allows him the security.
I get what he means though about them. Like if you get compared, sometimes it can jeer you on.
Yeah.
Because they must kind of have that little bit of competitiveness within themselves.
I think so.
Almost.
Yeah.
I rate Reece. I rate
Reece though. Reece is serious. Reece is sick though.
Highly.
He's probably him and Cancelo the Trent's rivals if we're talking about like wing backs or
like
do you know
Cancelo's
what I mean?
pass.
So again, Drift, I'm going to sound really salty, but you know Trent does stuff like that every week, innit?
I
but
yeah.
But the Cancelo pass, it was
I know, but there's compilations of Trent.
I feel you on that. I do.
I wasn't saying he's better than Trent.
I'm
just
not even saying that you either. This
naughty.
is what frustrates me because everyone's been going on about Cancelo's pass. And look, Cancelo for me has been the best fullback in the league this season, unquestionably. But Trent does that stuff every week, and it's almost like it's just become normal. So people just gloss over it now.
Agreed.
Like it winds me up how much praise Cancelo gets for the same pass that Trent makes every week.
Remember that counter attack where I'm trying to remember the game. Basically, I think it was last season where Trent smashed the ball first time to Shaqiri, and Shaqiri lobbed it back to Salah.
Yeah,
you know
West Ham.
People even sleep on that. Trent smashed the ball first time into Shaqiri. Go watch it back, but again, that doesn't get talked about. It's so mad because Trent does it on a normal thing. It's seen as like it's what he does, isn't it? He's got techers. Yeah. It's kind of
it was the left foot triangle, the left foot diagonal cross when Robbo headed it back across goal for Firmino against Man City.
Man City when he dubs he faked Sane. Sane
left
jumped.
Foot. 30, 40 yard diagonal across the whole goal, pinpoint to Robbo's head with your weak foot. Them type of things there is
Hold on, let's not forget when we beat Man City in the season we won the league at Anfield. It was him who left-footed crossfield it to Robbo as well for Robbo to cross to Salah.
Yeah.
The guy's got receipts. The guy's got receipts like he's doing his tax returns. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's actually dumb.
Sammy says, I fear Mane and/or Salah will be sold to fund a real rebuild, knowing how our owners operate. Big up, you guys. Big up to yourself, Sammy.
Yeah, big up, Sammy. Big up,
and I really hope that's as far from the truth as possible.
Cancelo is world-class fullback. Is world-class, best fullback in the world for me.
I won't argue against anyone who says that because Cancelo definitely deserves to be in that conversation.
Do you know what I will say? He's definitely in the conversation, but I think Trent is in the conversation as well.
I still think Trent's the best right back in the world. But
here's why fullback's the key because Cancelo plays as well at left back as he does at right back.
That's very true.
Trent wouldn't be that good at left back, I don't think.
I agree.
That's true. That's true.
He is also quite a bit older than Trent.
I've got some.
Yeah. Well, He's about 4 years older.
People want to talk about Cancelo. Yeah, that's true. That's
do
true.
Smash the like button, please, people, as well. Drift, I'm going to come to you with a question regarding Mane now. So, again, don't shoot me. Just hear me out. Yeah, I mean it, Drift.
Yeah.
So, I personally think that his pace has regressed, his decision making's regressed, and his finishing's kind of regressed. However, his work ethic, hear me out.
I didn't say nothing. I'm looking at something else.
Oh, okay. His work ethic, his overall team play, and his positional awareness, I think, have improved. Now, once again, Drift, do you think those are all good enough to secure him a new contract? And my second question to you, Drift, is if FSG and Liverpool were to decide not to give him a contract before the end of the season, would you sell him in the summer or would you risk him leaving on a free?
I disagree with what you were saying about his regression.
Fair enough.
I think your pace regresses as you get older naturally, regardless. So maybe that one might be true, but again, I don't even think it's that noticeable. What I think it is he's just trying too hard and he went through bad form. So I'm just gonna leave that there because I still see him beating players when he's having a good game. I think Mane lives in his own head a little bit at the moment. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is getting to him that people are saying things. Maybe that's because he looks a lot more angry these days. I know Mane quite closely because he's my favorite player, and he seems very angry and agitated about certain things. Even when there's goal celebrations, he used to be like really happy. Now he's like thumping people up in the celebration and that. Like he seems a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? Like even yesterday when he set up Salah, man was giving him some hard pats on the back, boy, and I'm just like I don't know. He just feels. He's like chest pump. I don't know. He just feels a little bit more angry and aggressive. So I don't know if it is the situation with the contract. I don't know if he feels under appreciated. I don't know if he's got something going on in his personal life. I don't know what's going on, but he just seems a little bit more aggressive. So I think he's in his own head. I think if he can like get over what it is that's bothering him, I think all the other stuff would come back. Like he's finishing all that. So I don't agree with that. I agree with the other stuff to a degree as well that he has got. I actually think he's the most intelligent runner in our team. I think he's very underrated how intelligent the runs are he makes, whether the ball gets to him or not.
That's Naby Keita, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. I mean, I'll be up for anybody having other arguments. I'm not going to say what I'm saying is a stone cold fact. But Mane, I think it goes underrated how well he makes cross-field runs and takes defenders with him, runs out of position, has other people confused. He doesn't just hug the touchline. He can go in and out. I think he's evolving his game just like Mo. I think both of them are proving just how world class they are because they're getting to 29. And like, I think they both realize, all right, I can't just have pace for everything now for real because I'm getting to that age. Now let me change up my game. And I think Salah and Mane are both becoming more intelligent with their runs, with their thinking, with their movement, just everything. Like, I just think they're all round evolving as what world-class players do. And they take that next step, just like a Ronaldo and a Messi, for example, who even they realize, well, I don't have the athleticism anymore. So now I'm just going to run around and do everything anymore. Messi became a lot more creative as he got older. He started his passing range just come out of this world as he got older because he just started picking passes because he's like, well, I can't just dribble everywhere now. I'm getting older. Ronaldo obviously changed his game and realised, and then he just became an in-the-box player. Now, if the ball's in the box, it's a goal almost with Cristiano. So they evolved their game. All good players do. Lewandowski even evolved his game a little bit as he got a bit older. Like, all the greats do it. So I think they're just evolving their game, them two. Do you know what I mean? And I'm all for it because it makes them better footballers. So that little dip in form that he had from like February to May or whatever it was, I'm very confused how that has skewed a lot of people's opinion of Mane to the point where it almost became like agenda driven. That will confuse me until the day I die. How everybody kind of, maybe it sounds like I'm being over the top, but it's almost like they turned their back on him. Like when there was the get Mane out, he's done and all that. Like for me, that was ridiculous. Like. I have no idea what the fuck that was all about. I'll use one word for anyone who doesn't think he deserves a big contract now, because I agree with what Matt was saying about 200 grand is about where he should be on. Even if you don't believe he deserves 200, back pay. It's the only word I've got for you, because you're telling me for the last 2 or 3 seasons, this man's had to earn the extra money he gets while people and I'm not even being disrespectful here, I'm just keeping it real, while people like Jota, Bobby, Ox, Naby all make more basic than him and can do absolutely so what you're telling me is that Mane's got to turn up, play and perform well to make more money than Oxlade-Chamberlain. Make it make sense.
All right, so the second
make it make sense. What are the rules here to what we're doing here?
It doesn't.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, that don't make no sense.
So Ox is at home taking care of his kid, making more money than Mane, who's in training every week and playing on the weekend.
Because
I'm guessing those bonuses are based on goals and assists,
Ox
right?
maybe only missed 1 game through parental.
No, I'm just giving you an example. I'm giving you an exaggerated example.
Making it sound like Ox is some stay-at-home dad, bro.
No. I'm giving you. I'm giving you an exaggerated thingy because I'm vexed at even hearing that. And when Firmino was given his new contract, he deserved it. Absolutely no doubt. And I have no issue with the fact that Firmino earned 170 for the last 2-3 years.
Bobby.
Absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. But why did Bobby get a base fee and Mane got an incentive fee, base fee, when Mane's performed more than Firmino under Klopp's tenure? If we're being real, even if you call Bobby the system or whatever, Mane has still outperformed Bobby pretty much every season. So why was Bobby getting a base fee way higher than Mane? Why did Mane have to incentivize himself into what? You know what? That could even slightly be what the problem is as well, Cal. Because as you rightly pointed out, when I was saying that we should give like Mo like 250 and then maybe 50 grand per goal as a bonus so we can earn the highest. And you said it yourself, but then maybe Mo will start being greedy. Maybe it will start messing with team harmony if he's always chasing that extra to make up that money he knows he deserves to get. So what if that's been affecting Mane? What if they've dragged this out so long that he's thinking, right, hold on a minute, why am I only on this and I've got to bang in goals and score and set people up to earn the same money as man who don't do nothing? Like, you got to be real, bruv, he's only human. That shit could have been playing on his mind. For me, Mane is the most important part of Klopp's tenure because he was the first piece. Even if you don't believe he's the most important on the pitch, because I think Alisson was a more important addition to the final touches. I think Van Dijk was probably a bigger addition for the final touches. But the first piece is the foundation. So he's a foundation piece and he's seen all these men coming after him and make more money than him. That's going to mess with your head, man. He's only human. The man gives half his money back to his village in Senegal. He's not even the richest player in our team and he gives half his money away, bro. So we know he's not greedy. But the man must be thinking, well, go on with this. And why have we not approached him a long time ago? Same like Mo. Why is it taking until these men have got 18 months left before we even start talking to them?
We're not going to approach. That's not our style. And again, that's the agent's
a joke, bro.
No, but that's the agent's job. Just again, remember, we are run like a business. So
yeah, I hear that, but it's just a joke, man.
I don't like it, and I do think we should be rewarding players like without them having to come forward first. But that is our style. That's what we're always going to do. So, second question, Odriff. Just a quick answer. If we are in a situation where Mane doesn't agree to a new contract before the summer,
do
you keep him and risk losing him on a free, or do you sell him?
You know my stance on that, brother. I'd rather he walked out the door for free and we got an extra year out of him than he left and went to someone else. It's a world I can't picture. I know people might think I'm exaggerating, but Mane's my guy. I can't picture Mane. And you know how I felt about Ronaldo. It was hard enough watching him walk out the door and go and play for PSG. I still support him and watch PSG just for him, really. I can't do it with Mane, though. Mane's a step too far. I won't be able to deal with that. I'd rather he stayed and left for free. But both scenarios to me make no sense and I don't really get it. And Mane, with a year left on his contract, would probably get maybe about 50 mil for him. But that's not even enough to help the rebuild. I know it's a decent amount of money, but it's not even enough, bro.
Yeah.
So what do we even do? We have a world-class player walking out the door, top 3, top 5 left wingers in world football, even based off of the form. And then what do you do with that money? Because we know FSG won't put much on top. What winger can you get of Mane's level for 50 mil? Like, bro, we're scratching the surface, hoping someone like a Luis Diaz can emulate Mane. Whereas someone like that should just be coming in to bolster the squad. Do you get what I mean? Like, bro, why is that, bruv?
Troy M says, bro, Cal's memory is insane. Just name a scenario and Cal is like West Brom away 2012. Sheesh. Yeah, I have my moments, man. I have my moments. Mr. Dare I say, Drift says Taki is in his Liverpool career has a goal or an assist every 148 minutes. That's a very good return. Mr. JR says Mane is the most fouled player versus Arsenal. Mane had 5 fouls and the second most was 2. He was excellent in that game.
He's being fouled a lot recently in every game. Yeah. I don't know if you're noticing it, but people are almost targeting him.
A lot of the time, he's not even getting the decision that he should be getting as well.
This is what I'm saying, brother. Maybe it's because they realize what I'm saying. He is the danger man. Like, he's the one who's just always on it in your face every game, and they feel like, well, we got to like wind him up and take him off of his game and all that.
It's because Mane's not. He gets into battles as well. I hope that doesn't come across as a
No, I
for him to say
like it. He's up for it. Yeah, if
that's
the
what I'm saying.
defender tries to rough him up, he's
Yeah,
like,
he'll
you
fully
don't,
get into a battle.
you
like,
don't know me.
He's not having. Yeah, you don't know me.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. Ash says Dani Alves was 27 when he got to 50 career assists. Trent was there a few weeks, and Trent is there after 23 years old. Cancelo doesn't have 25 assists in his career. He's 27. Again, we are dealing with an anomaly in Trent.
That's actually kind of mind-boggling. Dani Alves was 29 before he got his 50th assist, and Trent just got his at 23.
To put into context as well,
mad.
Trent is playing with players who are, and none of which are natural goal scorers. Excellent goal scorers, but none of which are natural. Target man.
That's another point.
No target man in that box. So,
Andre said my audio's a bit behind it. Am I lagging?
Not to me, you're not.
Oh, okay.
Nerdbeat says Mane is scoring consistently and still gets dissed. Agreed. Carly says off topic. What do you think of F1 this year? I know nothing about Formula One. I just know Lewis Hamilton is one of the greatest to do it.
I haven't been watching it for a while, but I know the other day it was remarkable when Hamilton came back. I think he started 10th on the grid, and he won the race. Remarkable.
So did he win a championship? Is the championship finished or?
No, I think there's like 6 races left or something like that.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, because like you, I'm not paying close attention, but it's a very tight race for the title this year, but he won it last year, but I do believe.
Not to put you on the spot, Kev, but Kev O'Sullivan, who's in the comments, he knows his F1. If I'm not mistaken, I think Chris Brack knows his F1 as well. I did a show with them guys on LFC Day Trippers a couple of weeks back.
Oh, 2 races left. Oh shit.
And yeah, I knew nothing about what was going on, but literally Kev knew what he was talking about. So Kev's the man for that. Slyros1 says Marshall is on 250k. 200k is a minimum for what he deserves. Yeah, Man United salaries are kind of crazy though. They've overpaid for everyone, to be honest.
But it still kind of puts it in perspective.
No, it does. Star Dazen says Mane getting 100k is absolute robbery by FSG. Again, I can't blame that all on FSG. I think you got to look at the agent as well. It's the agent's job to get the best deal for their player, and I'll be honest, the agent clearly hasn't done that. It's why I can't fully blame FSG all the way, because Genie's agent, the moment Genie scored that brace against Barcelona, his agent should have been at their neck. But don't even wait for the rest of the season. That's the next morning, they should have been like, oh, flip say Genie's agent's downstairs. Get Michael in there, will you? Just get Michael Edwards, just get it sorted.
And especially after we won the Champions League final. That was a summer where we didn't do any transfers. We could have at least give Genie a new contract.
But again, that half of that's to do with the club, half of that's to do with the agent. So
I hear that, but maybe the agent was knocking on the door and they weren't answering the call, Cal. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised.
Roll up to the stadium. You roll up to the stadium, Drift. Come on,
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, Drift. Come on now. Let's say I owed you something. I stopped taking your phone calls. You're gonna find yourself at my door eventually, bro. Being like,
I know, but if you don't open it unless I do a criminal act, I still can't talk to you, can
Drift, I've got to come out eventually, or the missus will come out eventually.
You might have a Batmobile exit down the back, bro.
I wish, bro. I wish. But just to round off the Mane thing, we're all in agreement. Give him a new contract and 200k. We're all good with it.
100%.
And you know what? Maybe we'll say it for another show, but Firmino's is done at the same time. Let's not sleep on that as well.
I'm not.
Let's not sleep on that as well. You know.
I'm not Drifty. I'm not.
Like,
I'm not sleeping on anything.
All 3 of our front 3 ran out at the same time, you man. Have you actually ever deeped that for a second? All of their contracts ran out at the same time.
Yeah, I have, Drift. I have. John Conway says, congratulations on 23k subs. Cal, Drifty, and Matt. Blessings.
John,
thank you to all of you guys for getting us
there.
Yeah,
indeed. Trust.
Humbling. On the road to 25 now. So let's do this, people. Hold on. No. I've never said this. Let's leave the lies out of the chat. Those words would never come out of my mouth.
I know that the only thing I've ever heard Cal say remotely is he would be angry but understanding. if they cashed in on Firmino. I think that's the only thing I've ever heard you
And I was
say.
probably well sugar high on apple juice when I said that.
But
don't
everyone
remember
knows
saying
that
it.
that's the last person that Cal's gonna say get rid of.
Yeah, that hey, Bobby. Come on, man.
And you know, if for me, God forbid Firmino ever left, I'd actually do a memorial service for Cal. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd be, but my little one calls him Uncle Bobby. Like he calls
I know.
Liverpool shirts Bobby. He says, "I'm gonna go and put on the Bobby." Like
You know
this
what?
is
Cal
bigger
would
than
actually
Bobby,
break
you
into
know.
tears every time
It would
little
hurt me.
man did that. If
Yeah, it
if
hurt
he
me.
weren't here,
It would
that would
hurt
be
me.
mad.
Oh,
And you
it
know
hurt
what?
me.
The injury's trying to get in the way, but 20 Comps, I told man, I'm still like the injury tried to get in the way. Look, adversity has tried to
What's
hit
he on
man
at the
up.
moment? What's he on at the moment?
I
Do you
think he's
know?
on 7 in all comps at the moment.
Okay.
Adversity, man. He'd be on about 10 over, but he would have got a hat trick against Arsenal. We already know that.
I reckon he would,
Yeah, I'm not
with
gonna
that
lie.
injury,
So
would have
he'd
been
be in
on
double
about 10,
figures
11.
by now if he hadn't got that
If
injury.
Bobby played against Arsenal, that could have got really,
But he would
really
have got
sticky for them.
minimum a brace against Arsenal. I guarantee you.
Because remember,
His
for the
movement.
first half, the ball wasn't even sticking up front.
That wasn't
Jota
right,
did a
yeah.
Bobby impression. When he scored
would've
his goal,
been-
that's a Bobby goal. You see Jota's goal, that is a Bobby
Oh,
goal.
yeah.
Bobby's the one who
He
sits down
sat-
them Arsenal
Sat
boys.
them down, didn't it?
Yeah.
He sat them down.
Star Dazin said they're letting either Mane or Bobby go. It's obvious. Hopefully not. We're going to change segments now, people. We are going to now speak of Trent. So obviously, it was
Before we
mentioned
do that,
earlier.
though, Cal, let's make our mid-show announcement once again.
Hit him with it, Drip. Hit him with it, baby.
Once again, people.
Hi guys, by now you'd have seen our merch store and you're familiar with it. But hold on, what's that, Christmas stuff? Oh, hold on a sec. Merry Clopmas, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies for men, women and children. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Look at the detail on that. But wait, hold on. There's more. Jingle. No, not jingle bells. It's Jurgen bells. Look at the Christmas tree with the trophies underneath it. Snapbacks. You know how it is. You've seen the snaps that before. Oh, it's a red one. It's a red one as well. Guys, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. Head over to our merch store and get your stuff now. Let's go.
I listened back to it, and the reason I laugh is because obviously I had to proper say it quite quiet, but be right up to the mic because the little one was sleeping at the time.
No,
It's the bit where you're like, let's go. I can imagine going, let's go.
Nah, look,
That's
you
what I
read
would
my
have
mic
done
out.
as well.
That was when I knew that we're on a level. We're all on a different level, like telepathically, because all I did is say to Cal exactly what I was thinking of that, brother. I need you to voice this. And Cal sitting back exactly how I wanted it. It was almost like man was in my mind and he knew exactly what I wanted. So no, man, that's the one. But guys, there you have it. Christmas merch is available now, people.
Link in the description.
Link in fact, put the link in the chat for them, man. Put the link in the chat for the people when they get over there, man. You know what I mean?
Put it in the chat.
Get over there now, people. Christmas merch is out now. Order as soon as possible to get it as soon as possible. Obviously, you know what the Christmas rush is like, people.
Indeed. Right, so we've spoken about it briefly. Trent hit his 50th assist over the weekend, which again is incredible. I'm going to ask you guys, name me your top 3 Trent assists.
Is the top corner? Can I count the top corner?
What do you mean the top corner?
Because he passes into the top corner as well. So can I count that as an assist? Yeah.
Bro, just...
That is mad.
That pass to the stanchion.
Top 3, baby.
Number one's got to be Barca, innit? It's got to be. Just because
that's top of the tree.
Meant.
That's top.
And
of the
then
tree,
I'll say
100%.
number 2. Do you know what? There was
I know what number 2
recently.
No, number 2 is when he made sure that Bobby didn't leave Anfield without a goal in the season we won the league. Do you remember the cross? Do you remember the cross? The pinpoint deep Beckham-like whip to make sure Bobby didn't leave Anfield without a goal. That was a special cross.
Hold on. There was one that he done. That was stupid. Like when I say stupid, I'm talking stupid.
Normally, all
Hold
of them are,
on.
to be
I'm
fair.
gonna say there's been a few.
Hold on. There's even another one. Think, brain, think. All right. Remember the Club World Cup? The one for Firmino, was it? I think.
Yeah, in the semi-final, 2-1.
That one was kind of big, but there's another one though. Hold
I think
on.
we watched that at your house, Drift.
There's another
we?
one.
Yeah, I lost it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I thought your mum was gonna punch me up. I fully lost it. If your mum punched me up that day, bro, I'd have fully deserved it.
Yeah, hold on.
It's
Someone
actually
said-
difficult for me to actually think off the top of my head all of his. Like I'm getting fuzzy. You know when you like, I'm actually like getting fuzzy trying to remember all of them. Like,
My memory is good, but I can't remember all of his assists. Like, if that's what you're that's what you lot are leading for me to do.
Nah, that's crazy. If you remembered every one of his assists,
I can think of some off the top of my head.
The free kick for Firmino against Leicester.
Think pass.
When he put it to the back, stick.
That wasn't a free kick. That was open play.
Was it open play when Firmino scored the header? Was that open play?
That was open play.
Shit, that's even better.
There's Leicester, but yeah, someone needs. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Right, I need to find a compilation or something because man,
So you've got obviously corners. He takes a lot of the corners. Chelsea free kick in the season where he beat them 2-1. The season we won the league for Firmino to score the header, if I'm not mistaken, or was that Robbo? No, it was Trent. No, it was.
No, that was a corner, wasn't it?
No,
someone hit me up on Twitter, man. Someone hit me up on Twitter.
Leicester City, when we won 4-0, the assist for Bobby before he took the touch and then placed it side foot in the top corner.
Yes.
Assist to Alisson. Shout out to Pete Al. He got
assist for Alisson.
Oh yeah, he got a hat trick of assists in that Leicester game, right?
Listen, the Trent assist for Bobby in Qatar still kind of the way he done it first time. I can't even lie.
I need to rewatch that one. Was it better than the one that he whipped in for Bobby against Chelsea at Anfield?
It was different because no one expected it. He just rolled it along the floor.
I think. Let me see. Is there volume on this?
For sentiment reasons, we might have to go for the Alisson header as one of them because that's like one of the greatest moments.
You got an assist for Salah
first time.
He's played it from the right wing over the top, and Salah's headed it over Begovic. That was
the improvisation for Mo was different for that goal.
The people.
If you name me a team, I might have to think of an assist.
All right, Liam, say for that, bro. Liam just hooked me up with a compilation now. Do you want to know something? This is what I think I can do.
Oh, sorry, Porto, away, 18-19 for Salah. He threads it through.
Can I play? Hold on, sorry guys.
No, Matt.
I'm asking. I'm not gonna do it.
No.
Can you? No. Can you play a video on? That's a YouTube video with no sound.
We can, but we'd have to change it so we'd still be in the shot, but we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
We'd have to
like fair use play. It's too techy to try and do it.
Okay, because what I'm gonna do is I'll do it like
because
it's sprint sent on my Twitter, innit? I was gonna say we can play that, put that as the main thing, and take off all the sound, innit? And then you can see.
Someone take the controls off of Matt before he does something mad.
His assist.
I'll enjoy this.
His assist against Everton for Mane's goal, side-footed finish, where him and Mane pretty much ran the full length of the pitch against Everton in the season we won the league.
Oh yeah, when Mane did the drop of the shoulder pass it to thing, he kept it going and then finished with his left foot.
On this compilation,
that's one of the best 45 minutes of football I've ever seen from Mane in that game.
Assist against I just had it.
This compilation is mad.
Assist this season against Burnley for Mane, where he's sort of dinked it through after Harvey Elliott passed it to him. Made it 2-0.
Oh, yes. Oh, what a pass. Oh, my days.
I'm going to reel off some now. Hold on.
Because it was a no-look first-time reverse chip through ball. Oh, that was naughty.
You man forget. Are you man sleeping on the one? What team is this? Is he playing against? I think it might be Bournemouth. Have we spoken about Bournemouth one?
Yeah.
So it's this 17-18 season.
Yeah.
That's the first one I've just seen. That's the first one out of the 11. What's the next one? Nah, that finish from Salah, that looping header, you know.
He put in the cross for Firmino to score a header at Old
What's the next
Trafford
one? What's the
last
next one?
season.
Yes.
Go on, Trent.
When we beat them 3-1 that
Yeah.
game.
Woo, Trent. Okay, Trent for Origi, 16-17. Whips. Oh, hold on. Was
was
that
that against Leeds United in the League Cup?
Yeah.
Won that game 2-0. Woodburn got the second.
Kyle's memory's mad, you know.
Who got the assist for Woodburn? It was Genie Wijnaldum.
Origi slid in. So Trent whips it in. Origi slides in. Next one now. Trent again whips it in. Mane. That's Watford. I remember that. That's 18-19 season. Bullet header for Mane. No, it's the bullet header. It's the bullet header.
He got a couple of assists from I think.
Sorry, 18-19 season. 18-19.
I think in that same game he got a couple of assists for Virgil as well. Virgil got 2, and I think he assisted both
from Trent's crosses.
There's a lot of time when Trent has an assist to an assist that's spectacular as well. That's the thing.
Hold on. Trent through ball to Salah for Porto. Yeah,
that's
okay, that's 18-19 again. That's 18-19 again.
Still it through, but De Bruyne-esque, and one of their defenders tried to slide and cut it out.
I said,
how do you remember that?
This comment from Bojan Pops had me busting up. Matt, can I cower Drifty? No.
What's that? How your voice is made for TV.
Because you know what you're like when you're about to do something mad. So we're just like, no.
Hold on, guys. I missed one. Hold on. There was one that I missed from. Where was it? Hold on. Come on, Trent. All right. Oh my! All right, so Trent, who's this against? I can't tell the team. Bro, Trent whips in a ball from the halfway line into Salah's path. It looks like Brighton. The team's wearing striped blue and white. 18-19. Trent whips it up from the halfway line into Salah's path and.
How does he finish it?
Oh, do you know what? All right, this is what I'm gonna. No, I can't.
Can we just go back, rewind 5 minutes to when Cal first made the statement? At just turned 23 years old, we are already celebrating the.
Can I show you a picture?
From our right back.
Huddersfield. Yes, that's Huddersfield. Yes, the people in the comments.
Shout out to comments.
Huddersfield.
This is madness. It's actually madness. Just turned 23 years old, and we're talking about 50 assists to pick from our right back, not our creative De Bruyne number 10 or whatever, from our right back.
Well, here's my next question, Drift. Is Trent the best passer of the ball in the league?
Yeah. Because I feel like he does it more consistently than De Bruyne.
Hey!
So even if you think De Bruyne's got more mathematically accurate passes, which his passing is ridiculous, he doesn't even do it as regular as Trent.
Damn.
He
To
doesn't.
be real with you, I agree. I think Trent's
Damn. So you men are saying
he does it with both feet. Let's not forget he does it with both feet.
Let me get this straight.
It's the regularity. It's the regularity of it. It's the regularity of it. It is because there are other people in the league that can pass maybe as good as him if you're just talking about technically, but it's the regularity with this.
Can I ask you like this?
MP makes really sorry to cut you, Matt. MP makes a great point. Trent does have more time than De Bruyne does.
This is what you spoiled it.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
Yeah, but I tell you why. Even though adding that context does make sense to a degree, but then you've got to add that context to everything. Then, so that would mean like you'd have to say, a striker who plays in a 2 has less opportunity to score than a striker who plays alone. You'd have to start moving loads of variables for loads of things if that's the case. Do you get what I mean?
But to be fair, we kind of do that because it's like, so you know, like back in the day, like when we make comparisons, sometimes we'll do the whole, you play in the 4-4-2, he's got a strike partner, so maybe he was able to thrive, but could he lead the line by himself? I think for me, that's quite valid. And
well, nobody gives Mo and Mane a blight that they're not strikers when we're having the conversation about how many goals they got. No, like everyone just goes, they're meant to score. It's like, they're not strikers. So technically...
No, but they're not strikers though. So I don't understand why people make that. You can't compare. Like, I'll give an example. You can't compare Mohamed Salah to Alan Shearer. One is a wing forward, one is a striker.
But people will, really though, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro.
They won't. That's lazy. That's lazy comparison, though. That's lazy. Because you can't really do that. Because one is actually a natural centre forward, and even though one by design is seen as the striker, he's not a striker. So you know, you kind of
Kev O'Sullivan in the comments made a great point. Trent has been very advanced this season.
Yeah, and he's been a bit central as well.
This season.
I think he spoke about how they've kind of got like a thing in training where it's part of the tactic. It's like deliberate. It isn't him just floating around. It's kind of like a deliberate tactic. The kid's different, man.
He is.
And as I've said before on previous shows, this whole time, nobody's been giving this boy the benefit of how young he is. Everyone else we hear about age, even people like Mason Mount, who's like 24 now or something. He's not even that young. And they'll be like, oh, he's young and rare. No one gave Trent that blight. The man was 19 when he was dashed in against Sane in a Champions League game, in his debut Champions League game, 18-19. And he was dashed in against, 17-18, say, and he was dashed in against Sane, who's one of the best young talents in world football. And he was asked to defend against this shoot. And nobody went, but he's young. Everyone went, when Rashford did that skill, he's dead. Yeah, look at your form. We're like, oh no, that was like his third game in the first team. And he's like 19 years old. Are we really going to do this? Do you know what I mean? No one's ever gave him a blight. He was 19 when he set up that corner for Origi. 19. Do you know how much in-game intelligence, awareness, and whatnot it took to even think to know that it was even in the rules to do it? You know, like, think, it wasn't even just the execution of it. It was even knowing it was legal. Everything about it was 19. Like, come on, man.
The assist for Jota the other day. No, the assist for Jota the other day and against Atletico.
Whippage.
Which one in
the one against Atletico the other day at Anfield for Jota.
And Mane, bro. He did two in that game, bro.
The Jota one was a madness, though. I'm not going to lie. The Jota one left them lot in no man's land. Like, all the defenders and Oblak were looking at each other like, what is this?
It is different level. And the kid's even bulked up now. He's not even a skinny kid anymore. He's got a little bit extra weight on him now. Man's got full Jay-Z as well. Man's like, mogul business, yeah? This is what happens when you become the best. You just have some crazy hairstyle.
Couple super chats, guys. Mr. Dare I say it, Drift, Cal, your voice is made for TV ads plus Matt's laugh. We actually need to chop up your laugh, Matt. I'm not gonna lie. We need to find a way of doing that.
Yeah, we need like a 10-minute compilation of Matt just wetting himself laughing.
A-Spec Limited says Trent will break.
Someone will do that now. You said that now, you know. Someone's going to go for it.
We need it though, bro. I would probably laugh the entire. Do you know the one?
I probably would laugh myself. Yeah.
When we had that part life conversation.
Every
time I watch that back, it still makes me like you were finished. Man, I was tears rolling down his eyes. Man was done.
The way how it came about, we were just like.
Man was done.
I think I said to you, I was like, something like, oh, you know, Adrian, I was like, I've done the research before the show. I was like, you know, Adrian's never been bought before. And you were like, what? I was like, no, bro, I'm telling you, he's never been bought before. You know? He's only ever gone on a free or his contract ran out or something. And then you were like, are you joking? And then you said something about what they're just. What did you say? Something about?
We actually, when his agent gave him the call, he was actually in the park.
Just getting. Yeah, forward and
we could have just been down. We could have just been down there packing him up, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You lot so harsh now.
My throat hurts. I can't do it today, fam. I can't. No, Adrian, you know.
A-Spec Limited says Trent will break Ryan Giggs' assist record of 162 before he's 30, in my opinion. Do you know what?
That's a big ask, though.
No, but he's well on his way.
Is that how many gigs had? I know he played for 40 years, but that's a lot. No,
but I think you just say that. I think because gigs played for so many years. Like Trent's what, 20? How was Trent now? Sorry,
23. Just turned 23.
Just turned 23.
And he's got 50.
He's pretty much been in the first team for about 4 years now, and he's on 50.
And he's got 50. So let's say
he could. That's not inconceivable. I don't think he'll do it.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, let's break this down. I'm not even saying it's wrong. Giggs played in the Man United first team for 20 years exactly, right? It was 19 till he was 39, innit? He literally exactly 20 years. What's 162 divided by 20 roughly? Like I can't even be. I know it would be 20 assists if it was 200. So what we're talking about, maybe an average of 16 assists a season or something like
8
divided by 20.
So it's 60.
No, I'm saying if it was 200, then obviously it would be 20 assists a season. So I'm
it's
saying
around-
162.
162.
around 8 assists a season. Around 8 assists.
It's 8. It's about
8
8.
assists a season.
Yeah,
That's got to be more than that, isn't it?
No, it's 8. I just
8
done
times
a
20 is
quick maths.
160.
Hold
Done a
on.
quick maths. Done a quick maths.
I'm
It's 8.
certified, man. I'm good. Drift. I'm certified, bruv. 8 times 8 times.
Yeah, no.
20
I
is
was right
160.
behind you. I done a quick maths as well, and then I double checked it with the calci.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
my
it's
bad.
8. So that's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh. So that,
It's
that's
not
easy
inconceivable because there might be
then.
some
No,
seasons
you're right.
where
That's easy for real.
there might be some
Yeah,
seasons where he
yeah,
gets
yeah.
a 15, then he drops a 7. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, this
Yeah,
guy's
no,
right.
no, you're right for real. Yeah, it doesn't actually sound as much as I thought it was now that you've actually broke it down for real. You're right. Yeah, sir. What am I talking about?
But this
20
is
would
from
be
a
200.
right
Yeah.
back, though. The only
Yeah,
person you
400,
really
sir.
compare him to from an offensive point of view is probably like in recent memories, Danny Alves from an offensive point of view.
Oh yeah, that's it. Pete Hour says Alisson's goal last season. How can you forget? We'll never forget that.
Oh,
That is
never.
That's the one
Not
game I wish we
emotionally.
did a watch along for. That we never did one for. That's the
Yeah.
one game.
No, I don't know. I'd never want anyone to clip me crying.
I would.
I don't want to end up like Michael Jordan, bro.
Oh, if I ever caught a meme of him doing that crying face.
I do not want to get clipped up. Bro, if the baddest sportsman to ever live can get clipped up and meme like that, what would they do with me? I'd get dragged, bro.
It would have been mad, you know. And
Me
someone would
and
have put
Matt
that.
would have been the ones dragging. That's the killer, bro.
It's true. Oh man.
Every time me and Matt lose that argument against you, we just pull up the image on the screen, bro.
Just pull up that Even the image of people that would just mess around like Michael Jordan that way. You see him, you know, like you seen all the gifts he's doing, all them ones.
Yeah.
It'll be mad.
That's what I'm saying. How can you be dragging the baddest sportsman to ever live like that, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
mad.
harsh still.
It'll be a mess.
Jamrock says all 29-year-olds aren't equal Matt mileage in Mane's legs. That is true as well, Jamrock. That is true. A-Spec says my favorite Trent assist was when he hit the crossbar when Lingard tried to put it on him in England training. Oh, you don't remember that?
Oh, bro, I remember that because
Lingard
Lost
hit
the
the
Cheek was
crossbar
there.
then?
Yeah, and he done it straight away.
yeah.
And all Lingard could do was laugh, you know. He was
Yeah.
like, nah. He's like, no way.
Just hit
That's
a
when you knew
moving
Trent's
ball.
different. Trent's different, you know.
Different.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That video almost looked like an advert. The way
Yeah,
how
it
it was like so. Bro, it's fake, bro.
Anas says Rashford gets a pass because he's young. He's 24. Yep, very true. Mr. Dare says Harvey is the best teenager in the league now. Is Foden over 19? If Foden's over 19, I'll have the argument. If Foden's not, then
20 or 21 now. I think.
okay, then Harvey might be in there still.
I think Trent's you see, just quickly, you see how you're talking about the whole Trent versus KDB debate in terms of what did you say? Who's the better passer or assister? What did you say? What was the actual question?
Best passer.
Even though I was trying to like act like you man were being a bit harsh towards KDB. I'm gonna be honest. KDB does have less time on the ball. However, I think consistently. All right, let me put it like this: if you put Trent in City's system, I think Trent goes wild.
Oh,
like he goes wild.
Sorry to cut you, Matt. Sorry to cut you. I don't think we should. I don't think we can just flippantly say Trent gets more time than De Bruyne. He plays in a possession-based team who's always got the ball, and he plays between the lines. Does De Bruyne actually get less time than Trent? Let's not just think where he's on the pitch and then just get carried away with thinking that that's just a rule.
The closer you play to goal, the less time you have, Drift.
Yeah, it's like a striker,
yeah,
bro.
but not in a City team that play possession and always have the ball.
No. But
anything, he gets less time because the low block and the banks of 4 or 5.
And even if teams want to press him, like say De Bruyne's got the ball, say like teams want to be a bit aggressive like ourselves. De Bruyne's going to be pressed by us, isn't he? He's going to be pressed, isn't it?
Yeah, but the fullbacks press Trent. It's not like Trent is always just got.
No. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I just think by design, I would always say to you, even just by design, like a fullback would always have more time on the ball, more so than a centre mid. Because we've always said that centre mid is like you're in the mix like 24/7. It's where the game is more likely than not won or lost. I say more likely,
I would,
but the game has changed a lot. But
without doing actual evidence, I would say there's more likely a case for saying De Bruyne receives the ball with his back to goal more than to say he has more time. He has less time. Because I'm not gonna lie, they have they have like 70% possession in every game, and he plays between the lines. And I would arguably say he gets as much time. He just has harder positions maybe to assist from because he's got his back to goal. That's more what I would. Because De Bruyne is on the ball for ages when I watch City. Like I don't really feel like he's got less time. I just feel like he may be in more difficult positions.
The reason I say that, and this is maybe I was being a bit, what's the word? Maybe I'm discrediting Trent, but you know, like for example, if I just say to you, Ali's got the ball, Ali can just literally give it to Trent, and Trent can actually Trent can smash a 60-yard pass to someone's foot, whereas De Bruyne, more likely than not, De Bruyne would either have to go and collect the ball and drop between the two centre backs, or maybe it might go Kyle Walker first, and then Kyle Walker gives to him. But why when he goes to get the ball, you've got someone kind of man marking KDB, which I've seen happen. So yeah, mate, I don't know. All I'll say is this though, regardless, what I was gonna say though, even though I do personally think Trent has more time, I actually think in terms of passing, I think he can do more. I genuinely think he can do more.
Maybe he doesn't do more, Matt, because he's also got another job, which is where I'd flip the script to make it a little bit biased in the argument. Say De Bruyne has less time, Trent has more to worry about. Let's factor in that logic. Trent constantly got to think about what happens if the move breaks down, space that's being left behind him. It's not like he's just free willy, just doing whatever he wants, and it's just like, you know what I mean? He's got other things to think about as well. He's got 2-3 jobs on the pitch.
De Bruyne's weak foot is mad, but so I'll say
weak foot is crazy.
His weak foot is kind of mad. Like, I'm not gonna. I see De Bruyne just ping passes, just like Trent, by the way, with his weak foot, and you're like,
there's something I want to say about Kevin, but I'll leave it.
Yeah, let's not do that today.
Yeah, let's not do it today. Though.
Ash says, imagine we had Haaland or Mbappe or just a top number 9 killer. Our wing forwards have at least 20 assists on the pitch. So our wing forwards have at least 20 assists on the pitch. Trent should have had. Yeah, Trent eats good with a Haaland. I'm not gonna front. He eats bloody good with a Haaland.
Lewandowski or a Kane.
Mr. Darasadrift says the variety of crosses and passes that Trent has is mad. Mr. Darasadrift says if Trent gets 12 in the next 10 years, he breaks it, providing he plays for the next 10 years. Pete Al says assists were harder to get, but Trent is doing it at right back. Mr. Darcy, I've already read that one about Harvey. All right. So back to Mane and Salah. I think it's a nice little segue. I'm going to read you guys a little stat. So we all heard the narratives of Mane and Salah hate us, hate each other, don't like each other, don't pass to each other. They've assisted each other more times than Gerrard and Torres assisted each other.
I mean, they've played together longer, but that is a mad stat.
They have, but they also play opposite sides of the pitch as well.
Yeah.
Man, that's kind of mad still.
As soon as you said Gerrard and Torres, I just remembered when Gerrard passed the ball to Torres, he chested it back, he flicked it, and Gerrard ran through it.
Sorry to kind of bring it back, and I apologize. Ethan just sent me something. I know we've moved on, but I just didn't want to disrespect Ethan because he sent it to me, but I didn't realize he sent it. So I just want to bring this up. Just for the people. I haven't seen this. That's just a quick one there. So big at yourself, Ethan.
Most assists since 2018-19. Trent, De Bruyne, Robbo, Salah, and Son. I didn't realize Son had that many. Shout out to Son.
Shout out to Son for real. But
that's why we should go get him and have 4 out of 5. And De Bruyne is a Liverpool fan, so we'll count him. It's just a Liverpool list.
People say Salah is selfish.
Appreciate that, bro. I didn't leave you out, bro.
And people say Robbo is done. I'm gonna leave that there.
Apologies, I had to bring that back, but he sent it.
No. That was needed, Matt. That was needed. Demo Dre says, "Did we do the 1 hour tacky segment already?" No, we'll save that for the members.
Tacky. I don't know if you watched it. Did you see the watch along, Matt? Me and Cal lost it when Tacky scored. I'm not even gonna lie.
I saw.
So happy for him, man. Cal actually wished the goal into existence as well, which is kind of mad.
Yeah, I know. Because I saw the clip. I saw the clip too.
So Mane and Salah.
Mm-hmm.
Them
Don't
assisting
like
each other and
yeah.
scoring is pretty crazy when you actually think of it. Considering Gerrard and Torres pretty much were holding hands on the pitch, like that's how close they played with each other.
Yeah.
Mane and Salah are not only scoring goals, they're assisting each other, and the role that they've done, have they, in your opinion? I know we've had the Ribéry's and the Robins, and obviously they'll go down as all-time greats, but have they taken the wide wing forward position and completely transformed what people expect now?
To a degree, I think Mo has, which is unfortunate because it's the standard he's judged against, which isn't fair that he was just that good. Because now, if he don't get 20 goals in the season, people go, "Oh, he's had a bad year." But you're like, when did a wide forward ever need to get 20 goals to be considered having a good season? Do you get what I mean? Like, you're judging him against his own standard, which for me, I think can be unfair. Like, I genuinely do think it can be unfair.
The amount of chances he gets, though, because for example, Greenwood doesn't get as many chances as Salah gets over the course of a season
because his movement ain't as good,
but also the team around him as well.
I said the team because I say Greenwood is he's pretty good with his movement.
No, Greenwood is more clinical than Mo, if we're being completely honest.
He's probably one of the most clinical in the league.
He's actually devastating in front of goal. To be fair to the kid, I just think it's very unfair that we're judging players against their own standard to put them down. I don't mind you judging a player against his own standard when you're looking at maybe the fact that he may have maybe dropped off a little bit, his form's a little bit bad or whatever. But when you want to like put him down and be negative about him and then you judge him against his own form, I don't like that. I think that's very unfair because what standard are we judging it against? Because if I'm 30% better than everyone and then I drop 25%, and now I'm only 5% better than everyone, and you want to make me out like I'm doing poorly, but I'm still better than everyone else. Where do we draw the line here of like, you're being over the top or you're being stupid about the situation? Do you get what I mean? Like last season, for an example, what staying on topic, Mane still got like 11 goals. So we all know he was way below his usual level, but how many other left wingers in world football got 11 goals in the league last season? So where do we make the line here of what the judgment is? Do you get what I mean? Like, sometimes I think it's a bit unfair how harsh people get judging you on your own output.
I think that's where context comes into it because again, you wouldn't necessarily compare Kyle Walker to Trent in terms of assist numbers. You look at their actual performances because Kyle Walker's not in the team to be an assist maker. That's Cancelo's job. So you'd more compare Cancelo. Same with Wan-Bissaka and Trent. You'd have to look at their performances as opposed to just saying assists and that's why I was one of the ones saying Mane has to improve this season or else you have to start looking at him because his job in our team is to score goals. So even though you're right, he did get those amount, what should he have actually got? So I think that
his job in our team's also to defend Cal, which he's never not done. He's consistently been good at that part of his game, and that is also what he's on the pitch.
But that's not his main job, though, bro.
It kind of is in Klopp's system, bro. Like he is very integral to keeping that side shut down. Very integral. I think it goes underrated how much defensive work Mane does. Very underrated. Half them Robinson's assists are based on Mane covering him while he goes up the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's very underrated. I've seen this man this season heading balls off from corners and stuff. I'm like, he's even in the box defending now and stuff. Like, it's mad.
Before we get even a little bit negative, on the subject, because again, I think for me, these are probably the best two wing duo that we've seen arguably in Premier League history. Like wing duo. I know you can't do the old school 4-4-2 man. That's how I say wing duo. Or wing forward duo, shall I say? Because like we can't do the Beckham and Giggs thing. They played in a different system. But in terms of like wing forwards, I think these two right now, they're sending out a statement to say we're doing this thing for maybe another how many years and we're here to stay however long the club lets us do it. Yeah. I look at these two and I think they are brothers and they are competitors. When I say that, I think of, I'm going to say people, Ryu and Ken. They are brothers, but they want to one-up each other all the time. So they're brothers, but they want to kind of make each other the best that they can be. Because I kind of feel like when Mane does something, Salah must do something. When Salah must do something, Mane must do something. And that's kind of like how they keep each other going. Like sometimes you need someone like that. You need your brother to push you. And I feel like that's what these lot are doing now. Like, there's no what's the word? There's no fluke, that they're both leading the goal scoring charts this season. We have the two.
All three of them, Mane, Jota, and Salah, are in the top 5 of the Premier League goal scorers this season, if I'm not mistaken.
No, 100%.
And I think Firmino's in the top 10 as well.
No, 100%. And that's why when I say these two there, they help each other, bro. They really do.
Man looked at me sideways when I said that. Now they realize I knew what I was doing.
I'm still looking at you sideways, but if I'd be more than happy to be proven wrong. This is one humble pie I'd love to eat, bruv. Like,
you see them away games like Champions League and that when we get into the knockout stage. That's when the road warrior will start banging in them goals and getting that goal tally up. So. Don't get it twisted. You know what it is, Matt? So I know you wasn't finished, but I think I'm gonna forget.
Yeah,
I might forget.
You didn't let me land.
Go on.
No. Right, I swear, I didn't even know if I could do that. I sound so sick. But now, all I can say is this, though, bro. Iron sharper iron, Ryu and Ken, all that stuff. Literally, I kind of feel like if one of them was to leave, dare I say the other one would still be great, but I feel like they push each other. You see, recently, as we've seen, like when one of them scores, they always make sure they're bodying up each other and being like, yo, my guy, my G. You see it in them, they're like, yo, we can do this thing. That's why I kind of feel like, even though we had a blip against West Ham, any game we kind of go into, if them two are starting, I feel confident. Like, I really do. Not blindly confident. Obviously, you know, teams are dangerous, but just in terms of like them two there, the form that they're both in and the way how they've been helping each other. Look at Salah's goal against Man City. That was just him being like, you see you, Mane. You see you, Sadio. I set you up for the first goal, you know. But you see now what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my thing. And that's what he did. Like, I'm loving it. And I just hope it continues for at least another like 2-3 years or whatever, because we've got our own
5 years still.
I was gonna say you should have said 4 or 5, bro.
No, you know what I mean. No, but it's FSG. You know, I've got to be
speak
careful.
it into existence, bro. We saw what happened when Taki came on.
If I'm being,
Cal made it happen, bro.
You know what it is. I want them man to stay until the you know what I mean, the legs fall off. But all jokes aside, I hope they stay for another years, a number amount of years, and them two are setting examples of what it's like to be the best wing forwards in Premier League and arguably world football. And shout out to all my Naruto fans. Yes, they are Naruto and Sasuke, or Harashima, or Madara, or Sasuke and Itachi, or Kizume or Itachi, or I'm trying to think who else there is. One more person, maybe Kakashi and Obito back in the day. But yeah, we move.
What I think people forget is when you do the like competitive thing against each other versus the competitive thing against other people, there's lines that get drawn and there's situations that happen that within your dynamic, you know. So for example, me and Matt, which is an example everybody here can understand, because I was going to use my brother, but I'll use Matt because me and Matt are here. If me and Matt were doing anything against each other, we'd be on a 50 Cent thing. Like, many men wish death upon me. Like, I know for a fact Matt wants nothing but my downfall. The entire time we're having that competition, he is preying on my downfall, and he's laughing at every mistake I make.
On my downfall, you know?
But as soon as me and Matt go into a match against somebody else, that playful rivalry between them goes away, and we're dying for each other now, because now we're against other people, and that happens in all walks of life. So yeah, they might be competitive within the camp against each other, even if it's like a Robbo and Trent thing of who can get the more assists and all that stuff. But that's the type of stuff you do within a brotherhood. But when it comes to being against other people, don't get it twisted. We are backing each other to the end because we are actually boys. That competitiveness is always there. Cal and Matt both know as well, you lot have got brothers. To use my brother's example, there is nobody I would die for more than my brother. But when we were growing up, do you think there's anybody I wanted more to hurt, damage, and be better than? Nobody, bruv. I was
I
ready to
said,
take man down at any moment, bruv.
I know what you
Bruv,
mean. No, I know what you mean.
No, bruv, I'm being real damaged, bruv.
You older
Damaged,
brothers,
bruv.
make
In
me
any way, I'm gonna
sick.
hurt his ego. I'm gonna hurt his pride.
Nah,
I want him
I
to
never
go
went
to
that deep
sleep
to my
that night, and he
little brother.
can't sleep because he's thinking about the beating I handed him. I don't give a damn on what it is. Computer.
You-
I don't care
You
what it
older
is.
brothers make me
Whoa.
sick.
Let me drop the mic. No, my brother knows. Jay, my brother, Jay, you already know I never treat you like how Drifty treated.
My brother treated me like that. I'm gonna say.
I was
But-
good
but
to
if-
my. You know what it was.
But there's nobody I'm riding out for more than him because that's just
I know
in-house
exactly what you mean, though.
rivalry. That's how it goes. And the reason
know
why
what
we
you mean,
had
though. I
that
know-
rivalry
I know.
is because of who we are.
It's that tough love.
And you
man.
know,
We
you
know
will
this.
probably ask my brother, and he'll probably say to you, do you know what? A couple times it did probably hurt my self-esteem a little bit, but he made me who I am. Like, it's what it is,
Is how
brother.
you sleep at night. That's the same crap my brother tells me. You lot make me sick. Do you know that? You older brothers.
Why are
make
you
me
putting
sick.
me into this?
Because you're
This
all the
is
same,
his
bro.
story.
You're all the same, bro. You're all the same.
What do you
You're all the
mean?
same. You're all the flipping same, bro. Get me mad.
I need to get my brother up on the show, you know, so he can talk for
Oh
me.
yeah, Cal, I did that stuff me. Yeah, toughened you up in it. No, yeah, you did. I had no choice but to toughen up. What else would I? What else can I do? What else can I do? What am I meant to do?
Do you know what?
Toughened
Your
you up,
older,
innit?
you
Yeah.
see your brother, yeah. You see
Make
your
me
brother,
sick.
Carl. I'd love to get him on the show, you know. He'll be
You
like,
do that, and I'm
yeah,
not
man,
going to be on the show, bro.
What you saying? PTSD, yeah? No, but it's real. Like, obviously, all jokes aside, how many times did you sit up with your brother, yeah? And it's no one more game. You know, and it's like, you know, but that rivalry there, but you wouldn't ride for each other more than, you know what I mean? You'd ride for each other more than anything.
No,
But
of
in
course.
that moment, I need to put you down. And that's what it is,
Of course,
man.
of course.
So Mane
Yeah.
and Salah just doing that, man. Don't get it twisted, man. And when people fall out, you know,
It
families
happens.
always fall
It
out.
always happens. bro.
I'm
It's part of
telling you
life.
now, you don't have a true friendship or a real family situation if you ain't had a situation that was messed up and you got through it.
Yeah.
Because that's a test of friendship. Shit
Character
happens.
building.
It's life,
Yeah.
man. It is
Character.
life. Come on,
It's
man.
character.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So don't worry about them two, man. Them man are fine. I watch the love they have for each other, even if other people might not see it. I see it. So
All right. Mr. Darcy says, where do you think Trent ranks in the EPO or Europe? I think he's the best right back, not on form. I think Cancelo's the best right back. I think he's the best right back in both, personally. Kimmich runs him close at right back.
if everyone's in top form, yeah, I think he's the best if everyone's in top form.
LTAB says, thoughts on Jonathan David this year? 10 goals in 14 appearances. First player to 10. You guys know where I sit on this one.
I'm not. All right, so
Demo,
I'ma
bring
be-
Ollie
I-
back.
I'm gonna be honest, and that sounds a bit mad, but his style of play, because he's kind of like a bruiser kind of thing, like he kind of physical. He's not. I wouldn't say he's very techie. All right, this is gonna sound. I'll be honest. I don't want him. If you're gonna, I'd rather keep Divock Origi. That's me being journey. I'd rather keep Origi. That's me
Basically,
being honest.
he's just good. He's just good.
He's
And
good.
he's playing well.
Good.
Yeah,
He's on 4 minutes. He's on
precisely.
form.
Sam Max Legend says Trent needs cover, but who can do it? Tough one, to be honest. Ajax is Mazraoui. That's the guy. That's the guy. He's available on a free at the end of the season, if I'm not mistaken. That's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy.
I'd like to have a little. I mean, I know it was only one game, so I don't want to get too carried away in terms of like form for the rest of the season. But I'd love to have a little conversation with everyone who said Thiago was shit.
Oh,
That'll be a very interesting
Oh, yeah.
conversation.
Yeah. For
We
real.
will be.
For real.
We will
Be a
be
very.
having those conversations.
Did you see when he did the Tootsie roll? Man?
Of course, when you brought it down, bruv, in the middle of the park as well, like kind of like more to the
If you
byline.
roll it across your
Yeah.
chest and
Bruv.
flick it over to someone else in the middle of a game, you've got no respect.
Bruv, this guy's different, but we know
You've
this
got
already.
no respect, bro.
People
Yeah,
don't
there's
rate.
levels.
People don't understand what he brings to the table. So
Facts. Before we wrap up, guys, tomorrow we're going to be back for the preview for Porto. We're going to be begging Klopp to play some of the
Time.
fringe players and the children. Even though Kai Gordon's ineligible to play for the Champions League, so that already throws one problem in.
People are wanting us to talk about Poch to United just quickly before, because it might have happened by Friday, isn't it?
Oh, is it already happened? Is it done? Is it official?
No, but there's
nothing,
a strong rumor. There's a strong rumor that he's
All right.
actually.
Oh, all right. All right. We'll go in more depth on Friday, but I will
Thursday
say that.
we'll
All
go
right,
in more depth. Thursday
yeah,
as well.
Thursday.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying it might have happened by then, so I'm just saying.
All right, I'll say this from
I'm
now.
worried if he goes there.
If he goes United, slightly concerned still, kind of slightly concerned.
Yeah, it's actually the one manager I don't want them to get.
Yeah, they can get Zidane.
I'm actually all right with them getting everybody else more than I am with them getting him.
I'd rather they got Zidane.
I'd rather they got Zidane, 100%.
Because Zidane's got no Prem experience, and I think it's different. And don't get me wrong, as much as I rate Zidane, Poch has that experience, and not only that, you're talking about a Poch now who's actually financially backed. That's one thing he couldn't do at Spurs. He wasn't financially backed. I'll leave it there.
And he is the best person for the project. No. You see someone like Zidane, let's not get twisted. He ain't here for no long ride. I come in, I win, I bounce.
Yeah.
Conte, I come in, I win, I bounce. That's why Mourinho never worked. You see, Poch is the type of man who'd be like, how many years have I got? As long as you're going to give me those years, I will bring you to where you want me to get you. Look, within 3 years, he got Tottenham going for titles.
Yeah.
Tottenham, with no financial backing, he got Tottenham going for titles in 3 years. Let's be real. At Man United, they might not instantly be great, but once he gets his philosophy ingrained into that team, it's a problem, man. It's a problem. I'm sorry. I really hope. That's the one I don't want him to get, man. I really. And don't worry about that. He's never won a trophy, man. Everybody ain't never won a trophy at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Let's be real. So I really hope they don't get Poch. You lot know already, other than Mancini, Poch is a person who I want Liverpool to go for after Klopp. And I can't see it happening if he goes Man U either. That's another thing that would annoy me.
Definitely won't happen.
No,
it would mean that there's no chance of Poch being a Liverpool manager.
We got more chance of getting Brendan Rodgers
Do
back.
not look at what's happening at PSG now. The problem at PSG is that Poch's strategy, his tactics, all of the things that make him as great as he is, he's got players with egos who are unwilling to listen. It isn't really Poch's fault why it's not going well at PSG. And Tuchel and Emery and other managers before have had the same problem. You can't tell Mbappe, Neymar and Messi to press and do all the running that Poch wants in his, you know what I mean? Like, so it's messing up the way he wants to play. So people do not judge Poch on what's going on at PSG. PSG are a whole different story. But if he goes to Man United and he's got people like Rashford and Greenwood that will press for him and do what he asks of them, it's a problem, guys. It's a problem. Pogba will go. He'll bring in another player who will do what he wants, because Pogba won't do what he wants. So people will laugh Pogba's gone, but he'll bring in a guy who will do what he wants. Do you get what I mean? He'll bring in a press-resistant type of midfielder. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man, I hope they don't get Poch, man. I really hope they don't get Poch.
Hopefully not. Mr. Darcy Drift says, where do you rank Trent as the best player in the Prem? Or top 10?
That's a tough one.
Top 10. I don't know where. I'd have to properly go through and list out. Definitely top 10, though.
That's a tough one.
So, yeah,
So a lot of people are saying Zidane to PSG, but I heard because Zidane's for Marseille, like there's like a rivalry like no other between Marseille and PSG that like he probably wouldn't do that. So I don't even know about that whole people saying Zidane will take the PSG job, but yeah.
I have no idea about that.
Yeah, apparently there's some kind of rivalry. You know, like Liverpool and Man United, or like, you know, like when there's like that, like basically like, you remember when Thingy was an Espanyol player, so he'd never be Barcelona manager because there's that Catalan. Like apparently Marseille and PSG have got that kind of a thing. So like, I don't even know if he would even go and be. People just think because they're from France, he'd go there, but apparently there's like a rivalry. But I don't know. We'll see, innit? We'll see.
That'd be interesting. So tomorrow we'll be back with the preview. Wednesday, watch along for the Porto game. Should be fun. Hopefully Klopp plays a team where we're not watching the game.
He's not going to, bro. There's 2.5 million.
Over eyes. I know. Thursday back with the boys for the Prem panel show. We'll also probably have a preview for the Southampton game on Thursday or Friday as well. Friday we'll have Rival Watch, and then Saturday we probably it's bloody 3 o'clock kickoff, so we can't do a watch long for that unless something comes up for us.
Yeah,
It's
unless
3
the
o'clock
zone
kickoff's a
comes
bit of a
through for
pain.
man, so we'll see how that one goes.
Basically, what I'm saying, people, is check out our socials and look at our socials to keep up to date as to what we're doing. Make sure you check out our store. We got all the Christmas merch out now. Make sure you order it as soon as so you get it in time for Christmas. Get yourself some stuff. Get your loved ones some stuff as well. And smash the like button, people, if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Jamrock, none of your super chats came through. I've not missed any that have come through on here. So,
yeah, I didn't see any Jamrocks come through either.
Send it to me and I'll get read out next show, Jamrock, and we'll speak about it. Also, shout out to 892 Res Podcast and shout out to Luke. The wedding is coming up. Good luck, bro. And just don't get on your wife or your future wife's bad side. It ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it, bro.
What's the
Luke?
key to
It ain't worth it.
What's the key to remember? Anything you want or your feelings don't mean nothing. Is that the key thing to remember when planning a
I'm
wedding?
not saying anything, Drift. So Damrock says Mane is asking for similar wages for that Salah is asking. Would that be an issue if they give Salah 400k? Oh, Mane can't get Salah money still.
I don't even think Salah getting. I don't even think Salah getting 400k.
Salah's not getting 400k. Liverpool.
No, he's not. You know, FSG ain't giving him 400k.
Here's the wickedest thing that people need to understand as well when they're saying, is he not? Whoever you buy to replace him, unless you go and buy another project player, he's going to want 250, 300 grand a week himself. It's not like you're saving money. Like if we was to sign Haaland as an example, you think he's coming in for less than 350, 400 grand a week?
But we're not going to sign one of those players.
No, but this is what I'm saying, bruv. So it means you either take a step backwards because it's a project and the player's not up to Mane's level, and then we'll spend all season moaning he's not doing what we're used to Mane doing, or you buy a replacement of the same level, but you're giving him money that you could have just given Mane in the first place. So either way, it doesn't even make any sense anyway.
Boy, so let's just get these contracts sorted, man. But,
you know what I mean, man?
One last thing before we go. Obviously, he's gone now. Ollie, we love you. Thank you for everything that you've done for us, for the rest of the league. We won't forget your contribution. You are a legend. You are a Liverpool legend. You'll be forever regarded. And yeah, if you ever want to come on Kopish and chop it up, we'll be more than happy to have you. We'll send you some merch as well if you want it.
Do you want to know what? Yeah, I know. Like now, he's not a Man United manager anymore. I'm going to slightly take a bit of a human side to it. When he was crying in the interview, it kind of did get to me a bit because you know when you get that moment when you realize somebody is a human. Yeah. So obviously it was fun to banter him while he was Man United manager, but I really feel like that was another kick in the mouth for Man U to even make him do that.
You're soft, Bridget.
Like. Nah, man. You don't put human beings through stuff like that, man. That was bad, man.
Through it. You could have
just said no. You could have said about it. No, I'm not trying to say.
They dragged him one last time. And let me tell you something, yeah. They've kept everybody who is just as at fault for them messing up in the team. They've literally rushed him. Do you know when?
Listen,
you know, like in WWE, when everybody's in a team. And then they just switch on one man and bruck him up and just everyone does a move on him and they all just walk away and Jim Ross is like, I can't believe it. And all that stuff. Like, they just, I don't know, man. They did him dirty, man. I'm sorry. They did him dirty. That was hard to watch still. That was hard to watch.
Mil. He's all right, bro. I think he's
all right.
But
sometimes it's beyond money, man. Mental health is more important than money, man.
His mental health's all right, man. Once that video cut, he was like, "Oh, we done now," and he can go back to smiling again. I'm telling you, he's all right, man. He's all right, man. He's all right.
Those weren't fake tears, man. I'm telling you.
Fine. Well, anyway, people, thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. And until tomorrow, stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish, and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.
Hi guys, by now you'd have seen our merch store and you're familiar with it. But hold on, what's that, Christmas stuff? Oh, hold on a sec. Merry Clopmas, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies for men, women and children. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Oh, look at the detail on that. But wait, hold on. There's more. Jingle. No, not Jingle Bells. It's Jurgen Bells. Look at the Christmas tree with the trophies underneath it. Snapbacks. You know how it is. You've seen the Snapchat before. Oh, it's a red one. It's a red one as well. Guys, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. Head over to our merch store and get your stuff now. Let's go.